I yawned during class and almost got expelled for bullying disabled kids. Mr. Miller stopped mid-sentence and stared at me like I had just set the classroom on fire. "Did you really just do that?" he asked in this deadly quiet voice that made everyone turn around to look at me. I had no idea what he was talking about because all I did was yawn since I stayed up way too late the night before, and his lecture about the Revolutionary War was putting me to sleep. "Do what?" I asked him, and he pointed at Leo, the developmentally disabled kid who sat 2 rows behind me and always wore headphones during class. "You just mocked that poor boy's facial tic right in front of everyone, and you're going to sit there and play dumb?" Mr. Miller shouted while his face turned bright red. Leo has this thing where he scrunches up his face sometimes, and I guess Mr. Miller thought my yawn was me making fun of him, which was absolutely insane. "I literally just yawned because I'm tired," I told him, but he was already storming toward my desk with his finger in my face. "You may as well have just called him an idiot with what you did, and I will not tolerate that kind of hatred in my classroom," he screamed. I looked over at Leo to see if he even noticed what happened, but he was just vibing with his headphones on and completely zoned out. Mr. Miller called the office and demanded that someone come deal with me immediately because he had a student with special needs being openly harassed. Mrs. Carlton showed up looking like she was ready to drag me out by my collar. She asked me why I thought it was acceptable to mock a developmentally disabled student in front of his peers, and I tried to explain that it was literally just a yawn, but she cut me off and said that Mr. Miller was a 15-year veteran teacher who would never make a false accusation. "Do you have any idea how hard Leo works just to get through a normal school day?" Mrs. Carlton asked while shaking her head at me like I was the biggest disappointment she had ever seen. They brought me to the main office and sat me in the conference room while they called my parents, who arrived looking absolutely gutted. My mom wouldn't even sit next to me because she was so disgusted by what she thought I did, and my dad kept saying he didn't raise me to be this kind of person. Mrs. Carlton started talking about how she had spent 3 years building Leo's confidence, and how one cruel moment from a bully like me could undo all of that.